guys, it's Karina here with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about the book Love Wins by Rob Bell. He's an amazing progressive Christian who writes about heaven, hell, and the afterlife. So I listened to his book on Audible, an audiobook website that gives you a free month trial and a free book. So I listened to Love Wins. And this book was so incredible. It talked about the concept of heaven and hell and what that looks like. And he explains how he believes that hell is a place on earth and not a place that you spend for an eternity. So the way he explains that is you have a choice of good and evil, and if you choose evil, that could bring hell upon you, and you could be living in hell on earth. And he talks about the idea of hell being temporary and not being this eternal thing that people go to. And the main questions he asks in his book is, does a loving God really send people to hell for all of eternity? Has God created billions of people over thousands of years only to select a few to go to heaven and everyone else suffer in hell? Is this an acceptable God, and how is this good news? These are such great questions, and I think it's so true. Like, how could a loving God send people to hell for eternity? Like, that is not a God I believe in. I personally believe in a God that is loving, and I believe in a God that sends everyone to heaven. That is personally what I believe. And I believe that God does punish us for the evil we do, and that is not an intentional punishment, but I think that punishment naturally comes when you make bad choices. And back to the idea of hell being on earth, when we make bad choices, more bad things happen. And I think that is very true in this world, in our sinful, fallen world. So in his book, he talks about how heaven will eventually come to earth. And if we are taking heaven seriously, we must acknowledge the suffering going on in our world. And therefore, we are called to participate in the here and now and what's happening right now. And in light of this, humanity's role within creation is to redefine so that we are not so much stewards as God's partners, but we are participating in the ongoing creation and joy of the world and engaging in creating a new social order with Jesus. So in the Bible, it never talks about hell being fire and brimstones. And he really reiterates the fact of hell being on earth. A good quote from his book is, hell is the refusal to trust God retelling our stories. And I think this is so true. Like, if we refuse God and if we ask for evil and choose evil, this will create more evil to happen in our lives. But if we choose good, good things can happen. Not to say that good things will always happen. Evil still does happen, and since we live in a fallen world, it's still bound to affect our lives. But it is a choice to live in either good or evil in your life. So yeah, I think this is really an amazing book, and one of my favorite quotes from the book is, what does Jesus declare? That he and he alone is saving everyone. And he leaves the doorway way, way open, creating all sorts of possibilities. He is as narrow as himself and as wide as the universe. People come to Jesus in all sorts of ways. So one of the other concepts he talks about is how people come to Jesus in all sorts of ways. How you can come to Jesus through different religions, and how we are all saved and how we are all loved by God. And he talks about the character of God and who God really is. So this is an amazing book if you're kind of in the process of deconstructing and trying to figure out what heaven and hell looks like and what it all means. So I highly recommend you read this book and check it out. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Just put them in the description below. And please subscribe, like this channel, and please share this video. I hope you guys have a great week, and know that if God puts you to it, he will put you through it. Alright, bye guys.